Second match here in the Currie Cup against Zimbabwe. It was always going to be a close contest, and for us it was an opportunity to see how close we have got to Zimbabwe, who've been here for 6 weeks, and I think we've seen that their organization outside the field has been first class. So our target really was to first be a lot more disciplined, and our goal was to have a penalty count of 10 and less, which we achieved. So that was very good. Around the set pieces, we're looking to improve in the scrums and the lineouts from a match against Valka. We struggled a bit earlier in the game with our scrummaging, but when Edward Moura came on, that became a lot better. But we still need to look at the technique of all our forwards. Perhaps some of the scrummaging from Zimbabwe was not entirely within the laws, but I think for the most part they out-scrummaged us. In our lineouts, we again were a bit wobbly at the beginning, but when Brian Waraba came on, we got to 100% of the lineouts. So those were some of the good things we looked at. What I'm really pleased with as well is initially we had an attacking pattern that Zimbabwe were able to easily read, and they were able to tackle our ball carriers behind the gain line. But once the players looked at what Zimbabwe were doing on defense and were able to adjust, then we were able to get more success over the gain line. We made some fantastic line breaks. Unfortunately, we're just not able to finish off. In defense, we are working on improving our line speed. I think we allowed Zimbabwe a bit too much space, and as a result, they were able to create and to score 3 tries. So line speed is an area that we need to look at. Our chop tackle technique as well, that is something we need to look at getting, improving. Our game management as well. We made 2 crucial mistakes after we'd scored. One was the charge down in the second half, which allowed Zimbabwe to get a pushover try. And the other was as well being able to use the wind and keep territorial pressure. So game management are things that can only develop with time. And as we play at this level, for the players to understand that any errors are costly and will be punished. But 22-21, it's a loss nevertheless. Would have loved to win, but there are lots of positives to take away from this with the team who've been in South Africa for just 2 weeks. And now we're going to play a team who are right at the top of the table in Griffons next week. And it's for the players to regroup and get back to training and see how we can play. We've lost a number of players through injury. Ian Jenga is out for the next 5 to 6 months. Andrew Siminyu is also a doubt with an ankle injury. We are looking at niggles as well with Darwin Mukidza, who is struggling with a wrist injury. John Ekubu, I think, has taken a battering through the season and through most of the games, so we'll be looking to see if we can rest him. And we're observing a few other players to see who is struggling with some knocks. John Nyambua has not trained this week. He's suffering from heel injury that he's been struggling with in Nairobi, but he aggravated that on Saturday against Zimbabwe. So there's still a few other injury concerns for us in camp, and then we're also looking to see if we can rotate the squad so we can give everyone an opportunity to show us what they can do.